pardon me, May 17th meeting of the Board of Parks and Recreation Commissioners. Let's begin with the approval of the minutes from the May 3rd.
So moved.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion, minutes are approved. Okay, Roosevelt, you have an introduction for us?
Good afternoon.
Good
afternoon. Thank you. So I am here today to introduce our new director of Bruce R. Watkins Cultural Heritage Center. His name is Chuluba Masanda. He comes to us from UMKC. We're very excited to have him. This has been a long process getting somebody there back at Bruce R. Watkins. He comes from UMKC. He has a background in intercultural programming, facility management, and also he's advised some of the students there as well. Also holds a master's in public administration from UMKC as well. So excited. Wants to say anything about himself?
Yeah, good afternoon. I just want to take the time to thank my supervisors for this opportunity. My family and myself are really excited by this new role, and I look forward to representing the city in the right way and expanding and enhancing some of the programs offered at that center. So thank you, and it's an honor to be here.
Great.
Welcome
Great.
aboard.
Welcome. Thank you.
Look forward to working
with you.
Thank you.
Thanks. Great.
Okay, considering board approval of concession agreement with Crown Center Antique Festival.
Yes, Commissioners, you have a memo in your packet from Terrence Williams, and you might want to tell us a little bit about it, and I believe we also have a guest. Go ahead, Terrence.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. We have before you today use of concession agreement with Crown Center, and this is for their antique festival. And so we have for you today to speak briefly about the event, Amy Barrage.
Good afternoon. This is the 16th annual Antique Festival at Crown Center. This is an event that draws in a regional group of dealers from across the Midwest. We have about 100 booths of antiques that set up both on Crown Center Square as well as Grand Boulevard right there in front of the Crown Center Shopping Center. We set up big festival tents across the area, and they sell their merchandise throughout the weekend.
Great. Cool.
16th.
Yeah, it's a long time.
Okay, any questions? No. Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I just told my wife and daughter about it, and we'll be there.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is there a motion to approve resolution number 30643?
So moved. Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Thanks.
Considering board approval of a concession agreement with Extreme Air 5K.
Terrence, another item for you. You want to tell us about what you're going to do with this 5K?
Just to give you a little bit about Extreme Air 5K, it's essentially a 5K course made up of inflatables. And so it's going to set up at, pending approval, it's going to set up at Tiffany Hills. And so, and if you look at it online, and I've also talked to the organizer, and it looks like a child's event essentially with the inflatables. And there's a, the trail of inflatables goes for 5K. They'll have 2 water stations set up. They'll have EMS on site because it is going to be in July, late July, very hot out there. And they're going to deploy the participants every 15 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And so the first deployment will start at 8 o'clock, and then they will go from there every 15 minutes. Right now they're expecting 5,200 participants here in Kansas City.
Like Warrior Dad. You said it's Hills, but it's Springs.
Springs, I'm sorry, Tiffany Springs.
So this is good. This is an example of using the entire city for these types of events. So I think it's great. And the number, to me, is remarkable, the number of the participants. So this is great.
And those are the participants he's expecting.
Right.
And so they haven't officially launched a campaign to advertise here in Kansas City, but that will happen after approval.
So where does the course go? Or is it like you run, is it like, how much room is there in between each obstacle?
That's a great question. When I seen the other event maps, and the one that I seen was in Kentucky State Parks, and they were probably not too far. Maybe they were pretty close together. Maybe a couple 100 yards, if that.
Oh, okay.
And they span the whole width of the street or the,
Well, it wouldn't be the street. It'd be in the park, so it'd be like
all
terrain.
contained.
Yeah.
This is
Got it.
all
It's a,
contained.
like a cross-country run
Mhm.
gotcha.
on the grass.
Okay, good.
So it's going to take some time to get the race done.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
an all-day kind of a deal. They have to go in waves.
Maybe not that far. Maybe a few hundred feet.
And it's,
That's awesome.
like I said, the course 3.1 miles, so it's
It's kind of big. That's
more than I can do.
Yeah, but to get it to be a whole, to get it to be 3 miles. Okay, good.
It's a big park.
Yeah.
And so we have the repair of the turf and damages.
Yes, and they're aware of that, and the organizers are very aware of that. And speaking to the director of Kentucky State Parks, he didn't have any issues with them repairing the turf there, and he also thought it was very pleasant working with this group.
Oh, good, okay.
Good.
Awesome.
All right.
Good to see things going on.
Yeah, I like events.
Do I hear a motion for approval of resolution number 30644?
So moved.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor, indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Considering board approval of agreement with Boy Scouts of America Day Camp.
Okay, Terrence, you got one more here out in Jerry Smith Park.
Good afternoon again.
Hi.
And so this agreement is for Jerry Smith Park, and the agreement is with the Boy Scouts of America. And we have here today Janelle Neal that'd like to speak about the camp.
This is our annual day camp for the High Trade District. It'll be about 200 kids and about 75 adults. It's going to be held the last 4 days of June with 2 days prior to that for setup.
That's great. It's a great park.
Okay.
Be a great place for it.
And I'll indicate that we really thank the Scouts for helping us with our community flower bed
Yeah.
plantings. That is a tremendous assistance, and I know it's a good experience for the boys, and we want to thank you for that also.
Agreed.
Okay. Then we have before us resolution number 30645. Do I hear a motion for approval?
So moved.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Considering board approval of Mary Davidson and Katrina Henke and Kevin Pastelli to the Kansas City Museum Foundation Board.
I think pretty well said, Commissioner, and we would recommend approval. If you have any questions, Anna Marie is here.
Do we have any questions?
No questions. I'm excited about these.
Okay.
Yeah.
We have before us resolution number 30646. Do I hear a motion for approval?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Thank you very much. Considering board approval for a contract with North Kansas City School District for summer feeding service program.
Yes, Commissioners, I know we had a little discussion at the pre-board about this, and would recommend approval of this contract with North Kansas City School District. And if you have any questions, Roosevelt Lyons is here to answer those questions.
Do we have any questions? I think we.
We talked about this.
Mhm.
It's good program.
Okay. What was the number of kids that'll be serviced on by this, roughly?
So these are for our summer camp kids, as well as it's an open site, so anybody can come and grab a meal if they want to. Last year, we served just under 10,000 meals, so it was 9,927 meals, I believe. So we're looking at probably somewhere around 12,000 meals this summer as well.
Great.
You add snacks.
And snacks, so yeah, I'm sorry, so that was for, so lunches, so you can double that, and that's snacks as well, so it's around 20,000 for lunch and snacks, so we'll do the same thing this
Great.
year, so yeah.
Okay.
I'm so
Good-
glad
Great
we're doing
service.
this. Excellent. Good job.
Okay. Do I hear a motion for approval of resolution number 30647?
So moved.
Second?
Motion's been made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries. Considering board approval of amendment number 2 with Water's Edge for block fountain design.
Yes, Commissioners, this is a amendment to time only, take us to the end of the summer, and The project's come along in good shape. Hope to have it complete by the mid part of June. We recommend approval of the contract, and if you have any questions, Travis is here to answer those.
Any questions for Travis? Okay, hearing none, do I hear a motion for approval of resolution number 30648?
So moved.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. Any discussion? All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Okay. Considering board approval for change order number 1 with Blue Moon Hauling for the 2016 citywide improvements.
Yes, Commissioners, as you can see in the memo from Travis, there's a lot of detail as far as the specific locations and different funding sources. $85,008 is the value of this change order with Blue Moon Hauling. Would recommend approval, and again, if you have any questions, Travis is here to answer those.
Are there any questions?
Lots of good things.
Okay, hearing none, is there a motion to approve resolution number 30649?
So moved.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Considering board approval for change order number 4 with National Streetscape for citywide park and play area improvements.
Kind of like similar to the prior one, Commissioner, National Streetscape in this case is the contractor. It's change order 4, which is their final change order. Again, if you have any questions, Travis is here to answer those.
Are there any questions? Okay, a motion for approval of resolution number 30650.
So moved. Oh.
Second.
Motion been made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Considering board approval of change order number 2 with Gunter Construction for Waldo Water Tower.
Yes, Commissioners, this change order with Gunter, kind of a wrap-up change order for $4,600 for the work on the Waldo Tower Restoration Phase 2, which was the lighting project, and complete project, and we all think it looks pretty good right now. So,
Absolutely does.
big asset to the community.
Yeah, it is.
Travis is here to answer any questions you might have.
Any questions? Okay, hearing none.
Great project.
Is there a motion to approve resolution number 30651?
So moved.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded. All in favor indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Director's report.
Travis?
This is the first time I haven't made him get up 3 or 4 times during the
Should have done that.
All relaxed.
Why don't you let Heidi go first, Travis?
All right.
You can see me.
Good afternoon, Commissioners. The, what you have before you is some of the work going on down Roanoke Park right now. The, one of the change orders, the wrap-up change order you saw there was with the National Streetscape, and they did the bulk of the work down there. There's some seating and restoration and so forth that's going to take place. That was part of the change order that Blue Moon had, so soon to be fully completed. There was ribbon cutting down there April 30th, and Gillian Flynn, the author of Gone Girl, was there during the presentation, and Erica Fladd finished the project up. Heather Runkle started this project working with the Conservancy down there, and it's been a good relationship with it. Erica picked up the torch and finished it off, and got it completed, so.
People are crazy about this.
Yeah, this is
They
a really-
literally cannot get enough. I've been a couple of times with my kids, and people, in fact, just yesterday, a former neighbor posted on Facebook, and I saw, and his quote was, "Kansas City really got it right with this park." And he had taken his 2 grandsons. So I replied and said, "You gotta go to the concourse." But I mean, this is really, it's forward thinking, it's cool, it's not what you typically see. So kudos.
Yeah, it's great.
And
Great partnership that we have there,
kudos
too.
to the neighborhood, because
100%.
the
neighborhood.
partnership and
Absolutely.
all of the work they've done, the Conservancy, they've just done a magnificent job over the years.
Yeah, they really stepped up.
For sure.
Okay,
Fantastic.
Heidi Downer, marketing report.
Good afternoon. Well, as you know, we've been really busy with the Dig Day, the Derby Party, the opening of the Watson Golf Academy, the playgrounds. So luckily we've had some good weather. And hopefully it'll get better, because it's not today. A little chilly. We had, last Thursday, we had beautiful weather for our first Feast of Fountains event in Tice Park, and had between probably 500 and 600 people attend. So it was really lovely event. We'll do one again next month. Well, obviously, every month from now through September, but next month's will be on the north lawn of the National World War I Liberty Memorial and Museum. So we're excited about that. And then on this past Saturday, we had our train day, Kansas City. A little bit chilly, but that did not keep the crowds away. We had our biggest train day ever.
Oh, wow.
5,015 people rode the train.
Oh, wow.
So
Fantastic.
we're going to have to get some more stuff, more inflatables and more face painters next year, because the line, it was lines, lots of lines. And then, of course, had the opening of the hillside slide in the concourse, which was a lot of fun. Tonight is super excited. It's tourism night at the K, so we, Kansas City Parks, along with about 30 other members of the Greater Kansas City Attractions Associations, are going to have a booths outside tonight in the outfield concourse where the wind just funnels straight.
I was at this last year. It's cool. It's neat. And then
Yeah.
are we giving away something? Or
Yeah, we
have
always do some
swag.
sort of-
Yeah,
yeah.
people. It's just
No,
fun.
it actually is a great event. And,
Yeah.
we're the only people there.
Just wear your fleece.
Yeah. So at least it stopped raining, but it is going to be another chilly night. But it is fun to be out there. This weekend, again, it looks like it's going to be nice, 75 and sunny on Saturday, which is great because we have our Downtown Open, which is the urban golf tournament that we're doing with Live KC and KC Crew, and that will begin and end in Washington Square Park. It's also the kickoff for the Mayor's Nights event registrations. And then on Saturday, the J.C. Nichols Fountain will be dyed orange to commemorate National Orange Popsicle Week, which is awareness for strokes in young people. It'll just be dyed orange on that one day. Next Wednesday, we do have our Employee Awards Breakfast, and this is to award our employees for their service to Kansas City Parks and Recreation, our department. That's going to be possibly in the bandstand in Swope Park. We're getting smart this year and decided that the weather's cold and rainy, we're going to just move it inside the Southeast Community Center instead of suffer outside. So we shall see, but it'll be over there on Wednesday morning at 7:30. And then following, I guess we have all the Memorial Day events, but I wanted to give you an update on the National Trails Day event. We were planning on opening a section of the trail over here with water services, but there was no guarantee that it was going to be done. So what we kind of did instead, since there was really no other new trail to open, we're going to do a National Trails Day photo challenge instead and encourage people and boost it on social media wise to get out and take a picture of themselves, their family, their kids, their dogs walking on the trail, submit it with hashtag, and then we'll choose a winner. So we'll see how that goes. Typically, in the past few years, we've opened a section of trail. It's been cold, rainy, wet, maybe, a dozen people out there. So we're going to try something new this year. And then if any of you would like to be on the Dragon Boat racing team, let me know. It is June the 11th, and we race down Brush Creek.
Amber just signed up.
Amber, I know.
John Paul's not here.
I know John Paul
I'm
usually, so
volunteering
you're volunteering
him.
him?
John Paul's done the last couple of years.
I think so.
Do you just show up,
Yeah,
or do you have
yeah,
to
yeah,
have?
yeah. Okay.
Hold on.
I
do
No,
have
it's,
a-
it's extensive screening
Saturday?
training.
Do we,
You show up that
the first-
morning, we jump in the boat, try a couple practice runs, and then just hope for the best.
You just gotta be able to super brush.
No,
Wait, what's
Lou,
going to be there?
well,
You
she
guys
may
let me know,
have.
'cause otherwise-
Lewis is going to be able to be with us this year for the race, and that helps a lot because he's our steerer.
You guys
Jason-
exhausted you last year.
Yeah, I think he was gone last year, so. Anyway, Saturday, June 11th, let me know if you'd like to be on the team, or you can at least come and cheer us on.
I'm in. I've been dumped, but I'm in for sure.
You're in, okay.
Just don't tip the boat over.
Yeah,
Remind me to be there at a certain time.
Yeah, we'll put you on the team list, and I'll send out all the details prior to
Okay,
it.
that's enough.
Okay, I'm done, I'm done.
Okay. Nope, I think I'm done. I don't,
Okay.
so, thanks.
Lots of good things, thank
Heidi,
you.
how many people are signed? Did they just sign up before for the Downtown Open?
Yes, and actually,
Is
this is
it
pretty
max? Wasn't
amazing.
there a cap or
Yeah, we were
something?
capping it at 1,000, and we're already about 800.
Good night.
And so now with the weather forecast,
Downtown open.
yeah, it'll probably should. And it's shocking for Luke, who is with Casey Crew, who does this all the time. He says that these millennials never sign up that far in advance. So he was in shock when we reached 500 a couple weeks ago, and so yeah, I do believe we'll
What was the
probably
fee?
cap out. It's only $15 a person. So, but you have to,
Is the
buy.
streetcar incorporated?
Oh yeah, they're one of our sponsors.
Okay.
So yeah, you hop on and off. All the
okay,
little
okay,
the
okay. Yeah,
chips
yeah.
and the putts are all along the streetcar route.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay. Have anybody signed up for public hearing?
Oh, no one signed up.
No public hearing, okay. Calendar review.
Oh, a couple things that may not have been on Heidi's calendar. We've got Starlight Board meeting tomorrow, or excuse me, on Thursday at 5:30, is that right, Carmen?
Yes.
Followed by the Blue Star
Blue
Awards.
Star Award.
So those are kind of back-to-back events over at Starlight. Anna Marie has sent out some information relating to the event she's having at the National War I Museum. I believe that's tomorrow at 7:30, Thursday evening at 7:30, if I remember right on that. Also the 19th. Heidi mentioned the employees' awards breakfast on the 25th. And then our next board meeting is on the 14th of June. Prior to that, there's a City of Fountains Foundation Board meeting. I'm not sure if we have a location on that yet or not, on June 1st. And there's a Platte County Parks Partners meeting on the 8th. And like I said, back here on the 14th.
Good.
I'll make a motion that we go into closed session to discuss legal, real estate, or personnel issues pursuant to revised statute section 610.021.
Second?
Motion been made and seconded?
Aye.
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 Okay, we're in closed session. Thank you all very much for attending.